Hey guys, good morning. What is going on? Want to share with you this absolutely gorgeous view that I'm seeing right now from my hotel room in Miami, and I want to give you some updates of cloud. It's absolutely beautiful ocean view here in Miami. I love Miami, guys. How are you doing? It's been, as always, a crazy week for Bitcoin, a crazy month, I would say. It's somewhere about $7,300 right now. I believe that we are just seeing another important indicator showing that the bull market is just around the corner, guys. So I anticipate the next 12 months, 24 months are going to be extraordinary for Bitcoin and Bitcoin prices. And in this video, guys, I really want to talk to you about Cloud 2.0. It's been my main project that I've been focusing on the last 8 months, and I really want to give you the latest updates as I receive them from the recent talks with Roland I and what he's sharing, and what is the status and where we are going, where we are right now, what we have accomplished, what is going to happen in the next couple of weeks and couple of months, and into the next year, based on what Roland has said to us. Okay, so there is a lot of updates. What's going on, Alvin? How are you doing? I'm actually right now in this hotel in Miami. I paid in CTOs, the cloud tokens, the CTOs that you get inside your Cloud 2.0 wallet, right? So I got into the app and I booked the hotel only with CTOs, not with Bitcoin, not with credit card, but with CTOs. So it's absolutely working. The hotel booking is working. They actually were able, guys, to get more than $3 million in hotel bookings in the first 2 months, which is incredible. They're using right now, what they're using is Trip affiliates, and they are at the top 5 in Trip affiliates, which is incredible, guys. Top 5 in Trip affiliates, which means, you know, they are crushing it. A lot of people are booking hotels, and they're not booking cheap hotels, they're booking expensive hotels, 5-star, 4-star hotels, right? So $3 million is not bad, right, for a start. So I'm a living testament, so I wanted to test out the system. It's working, and there was absolutely no problem at a check-in. I got in, and I got a confirmation for the booking in the first couple minutes after I ordered with a CTO. Okay, so regarding hotels, what's happening is they are going to add airlines now and flights. Now, what you should understand, guys, it's not only in Asia, it's going to be both domestic and international flights. Okay, both domestic and international flights are going to be added inside a Cloud 2.0 wallet, which means you can fly wherever you are to wherever you want to go. So imagine traveling and booking hotels and traveling with airlines inside your wallet using CTO. So that stuff is going to come by the end of this month. Okay, this integration with the APIs, and what they are moving into from this perspective is to actually have their own travel licenses, right? So with their own travel licenses, they can not depend on the Trip affiliates and you know, those networks. They can actually offer more hotels, even more hotels than there are right now. So the use case of like utility, what they are trying to accomplish with CTOs, is going to increase a lot. Okay, so that's regarding the travel. They're updating this stuff right now. Regarding redemption, Cloud Redeem, so you can get your CTOs and convert them and with the vouchers and stuff. By the way, regarding trips, there are going to be also packages that you can buy, trip packages, you know, to do, like, explore different activities and different tours and stuff like that. Regarding redemption, their goal by the end of this month to have 10,000 brands in 21 countries open with Cloud Redeem. So you can, and actually people use, like in countries like Indonesia, for example, Malaysia, they're using these networks like pay through, I think, to pay for utility bills, for electricity and water bill. So what they're trying to do is allow those people to pay for their electricity bills and water bills, utility bills with the CTOs. They also have this NTCU. I think this is a large Singaporean, the largest in the country, supermarket chain that people are going to be using to buy their groceries with CTO. So that's huge in regards to that. All of that stuff, big brands like Starbucks and Amazon and the big companies out there, you can buy vouchers. They have signed up a deal with a big voucher company that actually you can use the CTOs for to buy the vouchers. Okay. Regarding the SIM cards, the SIM cards, what's happening in January 2020, by next month, there will be 4 SIM cards, 4 different types of SIM cards. One is global, encompassing 58 countries. Okay, this is the biggest provider, as Ronald is saying, in terms of global coverage in the amount of countries. 58 countries that you can use the SIM and the data. Okay, the 5G internet connection. There will be also 3 other types of cards. There will be Chinese cards that cover China and Hong Kong and Macau and Taiwan, I think, 4 countries. The other one is going to be Asian with 21 countries, and the cheapest one will be just covering Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia, like 4 countries, and Thailand. Yeah. The cheapest card. Okay, so that is coming. That is also that stuff is live. Now, regarding the credit cards, the MasterCards, those prepaid cards. Okay, I know some of you have ordered them. I also got my card to Singapore, especially flew to Singapore to get my card. Those cards should also work. They're working with a new supplier now. So you will be able to order the card from the app and get the card working. This is one of the ways that you can use the CTOs and convert the CTOs with the prepaid card. There will be limits on the card depending on your rank: C0, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. I think for C it's going to be 500 CTO limit, then 2,500, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, and 500,000 CTOs. I think it's a monthly limit. That's not a way that you can use the cards. Right now, what's happening is they are distributing them in batches of 1,000 cards or so in different areas. Okay, and also distributing the cards to leaders so they can show the cards that are working, and they want to eventually get everybody to actually use the cards. That's the goal. Now, regarding conversions and withdrawals and all of that stuff we've been seeing the last 2 months, I know it's been hard. What they're trying to do is to build a large ecosystem and to be legal in all the countries they're operating in. And when they consulted with the lawyers told them essentially that you cannot go on with a model like this, the way that that people are promoting and the way that you have the system set up, and be legal in all the countries. So in order to launch the merchant program and other stuff, they absolutely need to restructure what they're doing and how they're doing business. And Ronald has met the lawyers last week and had extensive talks with the lawyers about Cloud 2.0 and Jarvis 2.0 and the transition to Jarvis 2.0. And there's a lot more work to be done in regards to that. So that stuff will come only in January 2020, okay? The Jarvis 2.0 transition, and I'll explain how that will work. Essentially, they are moving from the model that we have right now to subscription model, where you actually subscribe for the cloud SIM and get the data in gigabyte, whatever it is worth, based on the amount that you have in Jarvis, and then you have this data, this gigabytes, that you can convert to CTO with no fees, or you can convert it to convert it to Bitcoin or other currencies on the OTC. Okay, so Jarvis 2.0 will be out in January 2020. They said that all this conversion stuff that happened in the wallet, the CTO to Bitcoin, the CTO to Ethereum or USDT, that has to come and removed from the actual wallet and go into the external party like the OTC, which they have been setting up, the Ribbons OTC. The OTC is live, it is working, you can register, you can put a sell order. The CTOs will be integrated within the next 2 to 7 days, up to 7 days from now. So by the beginning of next week, we are going to see CTO inside the Ribbons, okay? And this is going to be an OTC, which means you can place a sell order for the CTO and get the Bitcoin for it. Then they'll add Ethereum, also USDT afterwards, in the next 10 days afterwards, and other coins as well, okay? But they first need to see the Bitcoin is stable and people can convert. Conversions are very, very important. This is the first focus of them. So the conversions will be smooth and out and people can convert, not just through the hotels and the airlines and, you know, to use the CTOs and redeem it from different services and Grab and Uber, but also to actually get the Bitcoin, right? The Bitcoin for it. So that stuff that we had seen working smoothly in the first 6 months, right, of this project, they wanted, you know, it needs to be smooth as well like this, so people can easily convert those CTOs. That's very important. Once the CTOs are going to be cleared, the withdrawals are going to go a lot more smooth. Right now they're hiring more staff, people who want to withdraw from the project. They can submit to the team and they're going to process those manually. That's at least right now what is happening. I do want to see withdrawals, of course, happen smoothly as it was before in the project, but you need to understand what they're trying to build. 150 countries, in each country to have a sales and service center, which where you actually can get a SIM card and you can get a prepaid card and all of that. Okay, so it is important, guys. It is important to allow them the proper time and to be patient with it. I know a lot of people have been posting, oh, it's a scam, it's a, you know, it's a they just run with the money and stuff like that. But you need to understand something, that the company that dedicates a lot of time, a lot of energy, resources, and they're actually signing up contracts with big brands and big voucher deals, you know, and allowing $3 million for people to go and travel and just expand this. Company who is not resting and giving us updates and live and doing interviews and doing events like it was a couple of days ago in Vietnam. You know, if they wanted to scam and run with the money, they already have been doing that a long time ago. Okay, so I'm not worrying about that. They want to build an ecosystem for the years to come, to really build a strong ecosystem and use case. So I'm really happy that we are going to have international airlines working, okay, as well. And they're building this ecosystem, okay? So it's important to restructure to be legal in all of the 150 countries so that people can actually work, the merchants. That's another, you know,